So we have the new event that's going to be coming out. Twitch chat is here with me. We have like 16, 17, 1,800 people usually join us on Twitch when we do an event. So if you want to join us, twitch.tv/Sekapoko. We always do them live every time the new events go live for Asia server on my Asia account, which is a Battle Pass welcome only account. So if you want to join us there. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the day 2 part of the event, which is much trickier than the first day. So I'm going to go into the new domain. We're going to talk about this real quick. The new domain is kind of tricky. So the way it works is while you're outside this plasma field, there is damage that's going to tick on you, and you're going to get a number that's going to land on you, kind of like Lisa's E ability. When you hold it, you'll get different levels on there. Different numbers will pop up on the enemy instead of they'll pop up on you. And the more you have, the more stacks you have in general, the more damage it will do to you. So it'll happen every 2 seconds, and over time it just does more and more damage. That's what I saw. I don't know this 100% certainty because it's only been live for like an hour and a half, and I've probably done it for maybe about 45 minutes. Overall, that's kind of cool. There's a lot of enemies, so it's a clusterfuck. You're hitting a lot of different enemies, and the main thing that you got to know here is, since there's electro damage happening to you all the time, you can actually plan for it. And if you plan for the electro damage, you can use a bunch of the different buffs. So what I did was I increased my normal attack damage, I increased my physical damage to use the physical Zhongli here, and I increased shield strength. That was really helpful for the shield strength. Super, super nice. It was definitely necessary. I also, with the normal attack damage, went with elemental burst normal attack damage, and then also did the executioner blade. This wasn't 100% necessary. It was just like a style choice. You can use whatever you want for the last one. You could use more other things. So on day 2, it's a big Ganyu day. So if you have Ganyu, you will monster this. There will be no issues whatsoever. They're going to increase charge attack damage. Characters that get killed by charge attacks, they do more damage. They decrease charge attack consumption for people that are using charge attacks in different ways. So there's a bunch of different buffs that are revolving around charge attacks. And the new crystals, which is called the Hunter's Romp, which is the purple crystal, increases damage with charge attacks if you kill enemies with charge attacks. And if you kill them with charge attacks, you get a 35% damage bump that stacks up to 5 times. So it's super easy for Ganyu and Amber mains. But unfortunately, the huge problem with my account is I literally have only melee characters built. I have no range DPS at all. I have Mona and Fischl at 50. Mona's at 60, Fischl's at 50, Ningguang is not built, and Amber's not built. So I was in this huge pickle and I didn't know what to do. So I figured a lot of people that don't have Ganyu and don't have range DPS built are going to have the same issue. So what I ended up doing to abate some of these concerns was I ended up using a 2-piece Thunder Soother on my Zhongli main DPS. And because I ended up using 2-piece Thunder Soother on my Zhongli main DPS, I ended up being able to stay out in the field the entire fucking time like you're a mad lad. And because he has insane shield strength and using his shield, it was just like Kek W, Kek W, Kek W. So what I recommend is, if you want to, on your main DPS, use a 2-piece Thunder Soother, and it reduces all electro damage by 40%, and it makes this hella easy. I went from like trying really hard to barely doing it and having to stay in the circle to using Thunder Soother and just laughing at this event. So I recommend, if you don't have range characters, you don't have Venti, any of those characters, this is what you gotta do. But the best 2 characters that I can clearly see for this event, based on all the characters in the game, Venti is going to dominate on this event. He's going to be insane. Super, super good for this. Another character that's going to be good is Ganyu. She will be insane for this. Sucrose also might be pretty good here. I'm assuming she would be fine because you can group a lot of enemies. The problem is you have to stay in one location and group at enemies, so it kind of makes it so that Venti and Ganyu will do really well. I believe Amber will also do pretty well, but one of the floor buffs is anti-pyro, so you're going to have to deal with that as well. I feel like if you're going to be going in, Albedo and Zhongli using the Geo Resonance was super helpful if you're going to stay outside. So using Geo Resonance, shield strength increases, and Thunder Soother was like the nice hat on top of a hat. If you're wondering where Yanfei is going to be good, this is where Yanfei will shine. She will do amazing here because she's a ranged DPS, and because she can stand inside the circle while doing damage outside the circle, should be awesome. So super, super helpful. I believe that if you're going to have a really tough time with really tough on using melee DPS, use Thunder Soother, use 2-piece Thunder Soother. It will save you a ton of headache. It is awesome. This new Twisted Realm, I think, shows me that Genshin Impact is not DPS Impact anymore. These last 2 days, these 3-4 days, right, where we've had the Twisted Realm event, we've had the new other events that have come out from a Spiral Abyss, has shown me that Genshin Impact is changing the meta for what is really important for players, and it's awesome. I like that we've switched gears, and even though I'm suffering from not having the right characters, there's artifact sets that actually you can use that you probably never would have built in the first place that really can help you here. Another one that I thought was really interesting was going to be, where is it? There's a 4-star set that I was kind of interested in. It was the Defender's Will set, and the Defender's Will set, for every different element you own in your party, the wearer's elemental resistance that corresponds with that element increases by 30%. So I thought that was really interesting because you could use Electro characters like Razor and just like stay outside within a 4-piece Defender's Will set and just keck on people. I thought that would be really, really funny because if you had like 4 different elements, you could literally just be the biggest freaking tank in the world outside with Razor. And then when you're fighting the Pyro Slimes, you could use like a character that's like physical, like Jin Yang, and do like physical damage with that. So I thought that would be a really fun set. I hope that they end up creating a 5-star version of this set at some point, because that sounds really fun to try different strategies. And I do like that there's a huge meta shift happening right now toward more defense and less damage, because it makes players play differently and you have to farm different things. So the Thunder Soother set and the Lava Walker set, I think in the future are going to be really, really powerful sets. And I ended up having a Thunder Soother set because my main DPS Kaching, when I started the game, I was trying out a Thunder Soother set. So the defensive sets in Genshin Impact, I think, are going to start seeing a resurgence. Another set that I think will be extremely powerful for this, of course, will be the Retracing Bolide set, which is the biggest DPS set that you can actually have for normal and charge attack damage, because it's also going to increase shield strength by 35%. So on your main DPS, if you're using a Zhongli support or using a Diona support or whatever, using the main DPS with a Retracing Bolide will also probably give you a huge bump in this domain. And I think that using defensive abilities and defensive sets on top of it is going to be a very powerful way to boost your account. All right, guys, so this was really tough. I feel like there are a lot of ways you can build against this new event, and I think Ganyu is going to be really good here, but this is a great meta shift kind of thing that's happening in Genshin, where the game is shifting toward defensive stuff, and I really like that. I think it's really fun that they have decided to move away from just DPS impact, because to be honest, as a player playing this game for 3 different accounts, it gets kind of stale just trying to figure out how much damage I can do versus trying to figure out, okay, what do I need? Do I need to balance tankiness, damage, etc., and try to figure out what kind of shield breaks I need? And it has breathed kind of new life into the game for me, and the game is much more fun trying to figure out exactly what I need for the content and figuring out if I need to be tankier or do more damage and how I need to balance both sides. Guys, well, that's going to do it for this video. My name is Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, of course, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.